Okay.
Hopefully the little child when the remote starts screaming.
Oh, nice. I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Okay, so first I want to start off by reviewing the last time that we met. We come up with a plan in order for you to focus conversations and follow-up conversations with children because you felt like you were missing pieces when they were trying to offer information. So, tell me how that went.
It went well, and it helped a lot with the talking out in circle. So, because they knew they were on the list and that I was going to talk to them and
So. Nice.
And they're a lot better about, if I say, I'm going to talk to your son and write it down. I'm not doing that anymore. Like
because you don't need to.
Because I don't need to. Now I can just say, all right, I'll talk to your son.
Yay.
And they'll remind me and do it. So, yeah, it went really well. It was really well.
So you felt like, for you, what did it do for you in terms of relationships with the kids? And even just how you felt at the end of the day? Well, it made me more
conscious of just remembering to do that. It made me feel more in control. So I would see that after and go, look at them. Okay. Yeah.
And when you would go home
and I had a list. I
yeah?
didn't think who was I going to talk to? So I didn't think I missed anybody.
Awesome. Yeah. And that was the purpose of your goal because you said you would go home at night and worry about the kids and feel bad that you hadn't followed up.
I'd be like, oh, so-and-so told me. And I was going to hear about their new truck or about their weekend or something. So, and then I didn't hear it.
So you feel more confident? And I don't know. Do you just feel better when you go home?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So it was a lot. Yeah. Well, and just feeling like you're in control. And I'm terrible at looking at notes usually. But to have that, I remembered that I had that. So if I thought, oh, who was I going to talk to? I had that. But I didn't have to make a note. I didn't have to. It just was there. I mean, I had that little card and I could just make a tag.
Yeah, you didn't really have to exert much effort.
Right. It wasn't hard to do.
Okay. I made a sound. I'm going to just check on it.
I know. I was just wondering if you got me.
Nope, it's good. Okay. No, so, I mean, in terms of, you mentioned something about the kiddos, the behavior at circle time and the shouting out even kind of, it had an effect on that.
Yeah.
So you feel like there was a difference in the kids' behaviors?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, because they now trust that, I'm being heard. Miss Kim does know. I saw her put a check on her list or whatever you did.
And now if I say, will you tell me that at Central? And they say, what? And they're cool. Most of the time they'll go, yep. Yes.
I'm so happy.
I know. It worked better than I actually expected it to.
And that just kind of evolved from our conversation. I mean, that wasn't something I came in like, so I've used this process before. I'd never used that. It just kind of evolved from both of us.
And I will use it next year too with the new,
just to establish the practice in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
One of those little things that'll be in my toolbox. So.
Yay! See, at the end of the day, when you're a teacher, that's what's so valuable. It's not. I mean, materials are really awesome, but having little ideas that are super quick, that cost nothing and take very little time, that's where...
And handle things really quickly. They take care of what you need done. Yeah. So, and you don't have time to think through a big process of, we're going to write this down and put a sticker on it, and I'm going to, that kind of stuff.
Not here.
No, forget that. I put 2 stickers, each have 2 stickers for the whole month, and never get anything.
Yeah, and then you don't follow through, and then the kiddos...
Yeah, nothing
learn that teacher, I'll get a sticker, but that's what she said last time.
Yeah.
And they learn quickly that it doesn't matter. And so nothing changes. Oh, I'm so glad.
Yes.
Okay, I feel happy. Okay, so what we want to do then is I want to ask you, if you don't mind, if we can create something else for you to just fit. It's the end of the year. And so you'll most likely focus, I don't know, you'll maybe focus on things that are different at the end of the year versus the beginning of the year. And it can be anything that's in your mind. It can be in dealing with kids academically, behaviorally. It can be something just for you as a teacher, something you want to do for yourself. I mean, have you had anything jumping out at you that you're thinking, I need some support? And it's okay if you don't.
I'm trying to think of something right now. Like off the top of my head, I mean, that doesn't mean I'm perfect. There's just like a million things. I'm just trying to think. Number is probably really good.
Well,
Are there some ideas?
you can look.
Okay.
So
I'm like, that one might help.
I know this
Because I know there's plenty of things. I just can't think of anything.
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
for everyone, even something that you're already good at that you can then build on. So the class manual is nice to refer to because it what it does is it breaks down the best practice areas
Okay.
into different pieces. So, like in the positive climate area, I mean, you really have great positive climate in your classroom. But you can focus on a relationship area that consists of these pieces: positive affect. Anyway, so what I need to do is give you just a minute to look at it. So I've got them marked, and you can look at these pages and see if one of these words jumps out at you. Even back here, so the areas we've really been spending a lot of time on with the teachers this year, I think it's like in the concept development, quality of feedback, language modeling, and instructional learning format. I mean, you can look at any of these and think, gosh, that sounds interesting to me. Could we come up with a plan? So yeah, take it and look through
Okay.
it.
I know, I was excited about the other ones, but I, like you said, the positive climate thing, we're working on some things anyway already.
Okay, cool.
And so,
Well, and you
little
don't.
bit
Yeah, you
more
don't-
analysis, something in the analysis and reasoning.
Okay.
For working on that with them. I feel like I'm not going as deep as I can go with a lot of things. And
Okay.
especially with the end of the year, it's getting a little more like, okay, let's get through this. And rather than going deep. And so maybe in the last 6 weeks we had that I need to really practice that. This is where we were low in, in class.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
The
more
concept
the,
development
yeah, it
piece.
was more the, academic stuff rather than
The relationship,
the relationship stuff.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Well, okay.
So this is part of instructional
So,
support.
yes, this is the first dimension in instructional support.
Okay.
But for clusters this next school year, I'm actually creating in Child Plus my own monitoring tool just so I can help in really individualized trainings. I've broken it down by these pieces.
Uh-huh.
And so when you are scored in concept development, your score will reflect the knowledge of these pieces, and they'll be taught like in an individualized way. So when I come to your classroom, I can actually coach to the pieces.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So analysis and reasoning. Tell me two things. Tell me why. Well, you told me why. You feel like it's the end of the year and you're just kind of trying to get through things. Why do you
Yeah.
feel like you're trying to just get through things?
Yeah. So, well,
Like what
it's
makes
just what
you
we've
feel
been
that?
doing, and we're getting tired.
Oh, okay.
So, and we've got a routine down.
Okay.
And so it's easy just to do the routine, and we come up with cute ideas. But I think I was more excited about things, more in depth with things before.
Okay.
So that's what I'm kind of thinking of, is that maybe we could do. And this is for the children, the prediction and experimentation. So maybe do a little more of that where I'm involving them a little more rather than saying, oh, here's what we're going to learn. You know, water is wet, and telling them things. Rather let them, because they really like that. They like predicting. They like when we do the math, when we count our friends. They like guessing. They like guessing how many there were, and some of them added up, but some guessed. But they like being involved. And so we did some. So that's what jumped out at me there. Experimenting in prediction. I think they really like.
Okay.
For me to say, we're going to try this out. We're going to try some things, rather than knowing what the answer is and just telling it to them.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Well, like
So-
you said, telling them that water is wet.
Yeah.
Why don't you? So you want to provide how do you,
Right.
by asking them questions?
Yes.
They can and so you can guide the experience by asking questions and then allowing them the hands-on
Right.
moment
To find out what it is.
for themselves. Okay, so what? Okay, so if you are focusing on digging deeper, okay, so the planned change is will you go ahead and write?
So would it be the analysis and reasoning or the
I say
actual
let's-
specific thing? Okay.
I say, in order to keep things simple, let's focus on prediction and experimentation. We still have a couple of minutes
So I'm going to put incorporate.
here. Oh no, it's
I
perfect.
always do that. It's the prediction and experimentation for children. Okay, yes,
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
that works.
Uh-huh. And we'll get more specific. So next is, why am I planning to do this? What do I hope will happen as a result of this change in my practice? So we're looking at the end of the year, 6 weeks out maybe less.
Yeah, deeper learning. I see them
Okay.
learning, even though I felt like they've learned a lot. That's what I've been thinking in my mind. What can I do towards the end of the year to get them to really jam as much in there as I can? And I know that the prediction and the experimentation is the way to do that. That's how you learn when you do things yourself. So why
you
am I
could just-
planning to do that? So deeper learning.
Yeah. And deeper learning among the children.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so that we're always really specific.
Yes. So they're not just being
Awesome.
told things; they're
Okay, so
experiencing.
I love this because it's such a good outline. So
Mhm.
how will I initiate this change? What am I going to do? What steps will I take, and when will I take them? So, do you what like you said maybe in large group or small? First of all, where would you like this to happen? During centers? During
I'm thinking during small groups.
Okay.
Small groups.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where, we're doing lots of fun things and they're
Oh,
learning
sure.
things and it's great, but maybe they could be a little bit deeper than what
Mhm.
they are. So like right now we have an activity where they have the eggs and they're doing the numbers and matching it up to the numeral and they put it
Okay.
together. So,
So how could you? What
but
could
not
you do?
necessarily
To,
the eggs, but,
what could you
What
do
would I do?
to facilitate? What kinds of questions? Maybe you could
yeah,
think of it in
that's
terms-
what I
in
was
terms of
thinking.
questions.
That's what I was thinking when we were talking about it,
Mhm.
and then it fell out of my brain. So I'm glad you said that
Oh, good.
because I was going to say come up with questions before the small group.
Okay.
So-
So plan. How many questions do you
Um,
think? I mean, really?
Maybe 5.
Well, do you think
Or-
you need 5 questions? Do you think you need 5 questions, or do you think after 1 or 2 questions you could start following the kids' lead?
Oh, right.
I mean,
that's true.
Do you? I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
my thought is 5 questions in the moment might get overwhelming for you, and
Right.
but it may not. If you're like, nope, 5 questions is what it needs to be for me.
No, that's right. Following the children's lead is probably better because it does lead off that way anyway.
Mhm.
So plan ahead for questions to ask.
And so maybe plan how many do you think you should choose? So yeah,
2 or 3.
yeah.
So 2 or 3. Yeah, and I know how to follow their lead, but
Yes, you
a lot
do.
of times I don't go. And I've noticed that I'm saying, I've just noticed a couple of the activities, like to make it easier, I'm pre-cutting the, you know what I mean?
Oh,
And
so you're doing
let
a lot
them
of work
do some,
that
let
they
them
could
do
do.
some cutting or, so that's kind of it too. To predict, how long do you think the pipe cleaner needs to be for this? Or, yeah.
Yes.
So,
maybe that sounds to me like you've just said, not only plan ahead for questions, but look at the activity that you're planning and see what the kids, through maybe a guided process, the kids can actually do for themselves.
yeah. So more
So
hands-on.
you don't have to prep
like
it
this.
so much.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that example of the pipe cleaner rather than you
Yeah.
having them pre-cut. The kiddos, and you,
And they like that. They
Yeah.
want to do that. They want to do that.
They
And then,
do.
So I was thinking more hands-on for the kids, such as
letting them cut the
cutting.
pieces.
Yeah, cutting, measuring.
Yeah. And if their cuts and measurements don't look like yours, how would you
We're
handle
getting
that?
better.
Oh,
We're getting
okay.
better about that.
Yeah. Okay.
It will be okay as long as there's ways to fix it.
Uh-huh.
So if they realize, oh, didn't cut my yarn long enough, you say, oh, well, let's try again.
Well, and so,
So-
and you can also, that's where you can model it first for the kids with your own.
Yes.
So you can say, okay, so I have my piece of yarn, and I need to make sure that my yarn is going to fit around this. So I'm going to do this and cut it this way. So you talk through you doing it first.
Yeah, I like that. So,
Yeah, so that's called modeling,
yeah, model.
and it's called self-talk.
Oh, yeah.
So you're talking, and that's a class. We're hitting. You see how many areas we're
Yes.
hitting language on? So model how to do it first
Model
with
the
self-talk.
skill and do self.
And oh, not even doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video. Just
All right.
she only needs 15 minutes, but I want to finish this because this is awesome.